our faith, based upon our experiences, our knowledge, based on perceptions and based on all material experiences of material world. So that's why that world which is beyond perceptions and conceptions, that is known as Alamul Ghaib, the world of unseen. So there is one separation which has been experienced by human soul. There was a time when human being, in the form of its soul, used to live in that Alamul Ghaib. Before he was sent down, or it was sent down to the womb of its mother. Before it appeared in this world. So that was its nuzul, its revelation. So before that, he lived unimaginable long time. One cannot imagine how long time of its stay was. He stayed there for maybe millions and billions of years. Allah knows better. So human being developed his companies over there. They were his fellow beings. Angels used to live there. The arwah of Anbiya, Awliya and human beings used. Arwah are nur. They are light. They used to live there. They were these two creations. And then there were tasbihat, glorification of Almighty Allah. All the time there were sounds of takbir and tahleel and tasbih and istighfar. There were prostrations. There was invocation of the names of Almighty Allah. And they used to receive the commandments of Almighty Allah. And this was the world of purity. There was no impurity in that world. So then there was no humanly desires related to our material or physical body. There were no lusts. There were no greeds. There were no hatreds. There was only love. There was no narrowness. There was just openness. There were no crude people. There was no anxiety. There was no depression. There was no problem. There was no anger. There was no jealousy. There was no arrogance. There was no hypocrisy. There was no lying. All bad habits which human soul has seen, has experienced after coming into this world. This soul has never experienced these kind of bad traits in that world. It has beautiful neighborhoods of angels, neighborhood of lights, used to listen to the voice of Almighty Allah, His commands. It was nur, just nur, light. So first of all, and this world had beautiful, pure relationships, beautiful and pure neighborhoods, beautiful and pure friendships, beautiful and pure sounds, beautiful and pure lifestyles, beautiful and pure closeness of Almighty Allah. And this soul was absorbing divine light of Almighty Allah's attributes in itself. It was absorbing, receiving the lights. And living there, since this was the world which was receiving the lights of divine attributes, so by receiving the lights of divine attributes, these souls were changing, attaining the characteristics of divine attributes. They were being colored. They were being dressed with those divine attributes. So they were different in their nature. When this soul separated from that world and came to this world of bodies, So it feels its first separation. This is the first separation. Then there was another world, and that was a world beyond Alamul Malakut, beyond the world of angels and world of spirits. That was Alamul Jabarut. This was the world of divine power, realm of divine power. So, human soul at some time has been in the neighborhood of world of divine power. And this world of divine power means this was the world of the divine names of Almighty Allah, the lights of the names of Almighty Allah, and the lights of attributes of Almighty Allah. Anwarul Asma'il Ilahiyya, lights of the divine names of Almighty Allah. Anwarus Sifatil Ilahiyya, lights of the divine attributes of Almighty Allah. So that Alamul Malakut, the world of angels and spirits, was Alamul Amr, the world of command, where the divine command was being received. And this world of Jabarut is known as Alamul Jama'. This was the realm of union. This was the world of union. So here human soul was observing the beauty of Allah's name and beauty of Allah's attribute. And this, beyond this Alamul Amr, the world of divine command, was the world of divine attributes. And beyond the world of divine attributes, there was another world known as the world of divinity, Alamul Lahut. This was the realm of divinity. This was the world where Allah's command was coming from. So human soul at some time has been experiences all closenesses and all proximities of these worlds. So human soul, before coming to this world, was acquainted with the love of Almighty Allah's command, with the love of Almighty Allah's divine names, with the love of Almighty Allah's divine attributes, and with the love of Almighty Allah's divine power, and the love of divinity and the lights of divinity. Human soul had received the part of all these beautiful qualities and characteristics and lights and influences in it. That's why it was and it is pure of every kind of greed, and pure of hatred and jealousy, and pure of rivalry and arrogance, and pure of grudges, and pure of physicality, pure of human lusts. Then what happened? Almighty Allah says, لَقَدْ خَلَقْنَا الْإِنسَانَ فِي أَحْسَنِ تَقْوِيمٍ. Indeed, we have created man in the best of the constitution, in the best of the form and manifestation. That was the best constitution and creation of man, which we have already talked about. Then it is the same thing has been mentioned in the Holy Quran. ثُمَّ رَدَدْنَاهُ أَسْفَلَ سَافِلِينَ. Then we sent it down to the lower of the lowest.